First of all, anybody that started a business, the first 50,000 or 500,000 from zero is geometric growth. Now, when you buy a business that's got $1 million in revenue, I'm using a small number, and you take it to a bank, the bank knows when you say, this is de-risked revenue, meaning you don't know how much the person the founder of that business spent to create that first $1 million. You're not paying him for the $5 million that he started as a startup to do the $1 million. The banks intellectually understand, oh, it's de-risked because you're buying the top line revenue. And when you also use this is the other thing that's on my side, is that we will never bring you a deal that doesn't pencil. Free cash flow will always cover debt service. All of a sudden, you're in a different league. Most of you in this room wouldn't know a good deal if it bit you in the ass. And when you say that to the banks, all of a sudden, you're a player. You're not a contender anymore. So, to the extent that you can find businesses that already have existing cash flow, the answer is terrific. And you're not buying turnaround situations. The weakest link in the QLA formula is you. And you're building up like a sandcastle, your industry experts, your CEO, your CFO, your chairman, your big accounting firm, and your big law firm, but you're the weak link. At the end of the first deal, you're going to have 60, 70% of the deal. But you remember, you've already de-risked the revenue. It's really important. And people, we have 30-some gigs of free information. And that's not counting all the YouTube shit. I don't mean, it's not shit, but all the YouTube stuff. You have about 100 gigs. If you go through two guarantees. If you go through all 100 gigs, you'll be worth $10 million in 18 months. If you make 2,000 cold calls, you'll be worth $10 million in 6 months. A cold call meaning you talk to a decision maker, an owner, not a fucking flabby-chitted secretary, not a receptionist. You don't leave a fucking message. You talk to a decision maker, 2,000 cold calls, and you'll be rich. Guaranteed. But you won't make 20 calls. Josh Kim made 300 calls a fucking day. It's not by accident the little skinny shit teenagers in a skin jet plane. Andrew Carnegie had 4 rules of success. Financial motive must prevail. Financial motive must prevail. Financial motive must prevail. Financial motive must prevail. So 1 is financial motive must prevail. Okay. The second thing is laser beam focus. And in my judgment, the third, from my experience with all the big hitters that I've been privileged to be around, is being obsessed. Because being obsessed, OCD is more than laser beam focus. Being obsessed is being sick. And I am still at 74, pretty sick. But my challenge is I have to live vicariously through you now. So I'm doing what your parents fucked up, but you're slow. I'm asked if you started on the 1st of September or whatever month you want to, how long would it take me to do all the things that I tell you that takes 3 to 7 years? 30 to 45 days. 45 days if I fucked everything up. We have guys doing it now in 45, 60, 75 days, and they can't find their ass with both hands tied behind them. But they're making the calls, and they're, all this stuff's on the website. The YouTube stuff is golden. 25,000 kids come to Hollywood every year, brand new, with stars in their eyes from Kansas and New Jersey. 1 person makes it. Business. 250,000 kids start businesses every year in America. 1 makes it to the big time, meaning billions, like a Zuckerberg. Maybe 9 make it to what I would call the second league. You'd call it the first league, but I'd call it the second league. Because they're trying to do deals that aren't real deals. The beauty of the QLA model, notwithstanding the simplicity, is that you don't need anything other than somebody that wants to sell as much as you want to buy. The ideal customer, ideal person, they tease me in the industry, a motivated seller to Pena is the wife just had a stroke and is in a wheelchair, and the husband is spitting up blood from an emphysema. Now that's a goddamn motivated seller. Now see, you don't know that there are millions of motivated sellers like that.